What's up, guys? I'm Alan. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're doing a lead guitar tutorial over House of the Lord by Phil Wickham. Now the song does have a lot of guitar parts that are all kind of like layered together. So I'm just going to show you guys what I'm playing, but there are a lot of different things going on that you could kind of choose from. But we hit a lot of the major lead lines that you hear. Also, I have a tab running across the screen right up here for you guys throughout the video. But if you do want your own tabs you can print off, kind of use for practice and stuff, that'll be available over on Patreon. And I will make a video of me playing this guitar part through the entire song, so be sure to subscribe if you're not already. If you want to see that, should be done probably within a week or two. I'll have that out for everyone. Let's jump right into this. We're in the key of B flat. Here's what the intro sounds like. We're just kind of sliding around all over the place. All right, ready, go. So let's walk you guys through that. It's not too hard. So we're going to start off on the 8th fret of the E string and slide to the 10th. Then we'll hit the 11th fret of the B string. Just do the same thing again. And after we've done that slide 3 times, then we're going to hit the 13th fret of the B string. And we just repeat it. So kind of slowly, it's like. In this next part, we're going to move to the B string. We'll slide from the 10th fret to the 11th fret. And we'll hit the 10th fret of the G string. We'll do that again. Then we'll hit the 13th fret of the B string. And on the recording, it does sound like he's doing a slide there, but if you wanted to, you could simplify that to a hammer-on if the slide is kind of uncomfortable. So if you did that with a hammer-on, it'd be. It's way easier that way, but yeah, it does sound like he's doing a slide, but you decide what you want to do there. Let's go ahead and run through that intro one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that is it for the intro. Now on verse 1, it's a little more chill here. We're going to start off just on the 11th fret of the B string. That's just kind of like carried over from our intro, so we'll start there. Just kind of let that ring out for a couple of measures. And then after that, we're going to go to the 8th fret, and we'll kind of do this sliding riff that sounds like this. So it's kind of similar to the intro, just we don't hit that 11th fret of the B string in between. So one more time is. And that's really all we do. So just kind of follow along with that tab. That'll help for that part, and you'll hear that riff in there. We do that riff 2 times during verse 1. On the first chorus, I'm going to come up and play some high chords, but if you can do kind of whatever you want. If you wanted to come down and play some MIDI or power chords, you could. There's kind of a few different things happening in there, so you can kind of pick and choose what you want to do. But yeah, I'm going to come up here on the 8th fret of the D string, 10th fret of the G, and the 11th fret of the B string, and just kind of strum 8th notes. Also, if you notice this mic moving up and down, my stand keeps falling, so just ignore that. We'll pretend like it's not happening. Keep trucking along here. All right, here's what the first chorus sounds like. 1, 2, ready, go. So I think that part is pretty self-explanatory, but just to kind of go over, like, I guess the chord structure of that. So we're starting off on a B flat chord up here, and we're going to strum that for like an entire measure and then 3 beats of the next measure. So it's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and And whenever we go to this F chord, I'm just going to drop the pinky down to the 10th fret of the B string, and then I'll hit the G and the B string, so we're just going to strum that twice. And whenever we go to the E flat chord, I'm going to play the 8th fret of the D string and the G string, and then put my pinky on the 11th fret of the B string. We'll strum that for one full measure, and then like 3 beats of the next measure. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're back to B flat again. F, B flat, or E flat, sorry. And that's really it for that first chorus. The second chorus is just an exact repeat, so we'll just do the same thing on that part. Verse 2 is going to be really similar to verse 1. It starts off the same way with that little like sliding riff from 8 to 10. And then after we do that, like at the end of verse 2, there's this riff that's just going to kind of walk down. We'll go on the 15th fret of the E, the 13th fret, and then the 11th fret. And that's really the only kind of 2 riffs you have during verse 2. It'd be kind of weird for me to just play through that because they're kind of sporadic. There's a lot of rest in between. But those are the riffs. You'll hear those in there kind of in the background. So that's all for verse 2. The second chorus is really similar to the first chorus, like I was saying earlier. It does end a little bit differently, though, so I'm going to go ahead and play through it once just to kind of clarify that. So starting off on the B flat. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just hold that B flat chord for 2 measures there at the end. That's all for the second chorus. For the bridge, we're just going to cut out for the first time through it, so we'll basically just kind of play nothing for 8 measures, and then after that we're going to come back in with some of these chords that we've been doing earlier, and we're just going to kind of play diamonds, just let them ring out for a measure or 2. I'll run through once. I don't think we'll need to spend too much time on this part because it is pretty easy. So starting off on a B flat chord. 1, 2, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll hit it again. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll build 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So feel free to run through that, go back if you need to, run through that as many times as you need to, but that's all for the bridge. The last part of the song that I'll go over is the fourth chorus, and it's pretty much the same as the other choruses, just it ends a little differently, hanging out on an E flat chord at the end. So let's run through it. 1, 2, ready, go. And then right after that chorus, we for the outro, we just go back to what we played on the intro and basically just play it 2 times through. So that's pretty much all the riffs. You just have that little kind of intro riff, and then most of the rest of the song is just kind of chords. And again, if you don't want to play them high up on the neck, you could just replace those all with power chords, and they would still sound really nice. So kind of up to you what you guys want to do. So I think that pretty much wraps it up for this tutorial. Don't forget that tab is available over on Patreon if you want to be able to follow along with the whole song a little bit easier. And then that cover video, like I was saying, will be out soon of me playing this guitar part through the whole song as well. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. As far as the channel goes here, I pretty much have all the equipment that I need now. Don't really need to buy anything else to be able to make YouTube videos. So we're good on equipment. pretty much what I need now is just more time to be able to create more videos for you guys. So the biggest thing we need now is just kind of for the channel, I guess, viewership to continue increasing. And then also, I mean, if you can support the channel on Patreon, that helps tremendously with allowing me to put more time into it. I spend most of my time teaching private lessons, so that kind of takes up, a lot of my time that I could spend on YouTube. But for roughly about every $100 that I make on YouTube, I'm able to spend about 30 more minutes a week on YouTube. So yeah, as the channel continues to grow, I'll be able to kind of chunk away 30 minutes at a time and spend more time making videos. So, no pressure on you guys or anything, but if you do want to see more content, you might consider supporting the Patreon or even just watching more videos. That always helps. All right, that's enough about that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Huge thanks to the patrons as well, and for all you subscribers out there for your support. We'll see you guys in the next one.